Hey everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to Twin Astrology. Wanted to share this QHHT session that I did a couple weeks ago with Tracy over at Heart of Gold. It was a really great session. And right away at the beginning, Tracy connected with some galactic beings from another star system that she was connected to. But these beings began to share information with us about the changes that are happening on Earth, the Great Awakening, changes that are happening in our physical body, changes that are happening to the Earth itself. And if you guys watched my video on Solomon's Temple and the New Covenant, and you remember me talking about some channeled information I received about a bunch of angels being sent to Earth to hold this higher frequency of the for the planet until humanity was able to hold that frequency for ourselves. Well, Tracy's information, I feel, elaborated on that. And she also saw angelics coming and holding the frequency. And I will let you listen to what she has to say about that. But I felt like that was a really interesting connection. So stuff about twin flames came through as well. Lots of good stuff in here. There's also a lot of light codes being exchanged in this session, which I want you guys to be aware of. You're probably going to receive activations from the information in here. And you might experience some mild ascension symptoms from that. For example, Tracy and I both experienced headaches. So just keep that in mind, but please don't let that stop you from watching the video because of all the great information. And, the codes are there to help us up level and integrate these things better. I want to mention as well that I had a really hard time editing this session. And there's a few places in the video where the editing was messed up. It's not anything major, and you may not even notice it, but there's a few places where the transition kind of got screwed up. But editing a QHHT session, because they're very long, can be very tedious. So I'm sorry about that, but overall, it's still going to make sense to everybody. So I'm just going to leave it. Let me tell you a little bit about Tracy, too. Tracy is a light worker, a multidimensional healer, and a twin flame as well. As I said, she is at Heart of Gold 2222 on YouTube, and I'll link her website below. And the image that you see on the screen right now is art that she channeled after the session, and there's going to be another heart after this one on the screen that she also channeled after this session. So I will link her information below as well. And if you want to look her up, please do so. So I'm very grateful to Tracy for allowing me to share this session and this information. And I hope that you all enjoy. Thank you.
Location astrally?
I'm in the spaceship or whatever it is we're in through that portal, looking down at Bora Bora.
Okay. Are you the one that is writing the light codes?
Yeah, I'm hearing yes when you say that.
Okay, good.
And light language wants to come through.
Okay, great.
Do you want me to speak it?
Please.
Ishata tika katoko satia kata ashata koa. It's coming through with tranquility and love. It's spreading love and tranquility. And they're saying into the digest. So it's like the digestion. It's repairing the damage. And they're talking about like the damage in the digestive system, in the stomach lining, but I'm seeing pollution, I'm seeing plastics, especially in the waterways and the forests. And grief releasing. It feels like the grief is from the planet in the grids. It's like cleaning up, detoxifying, and infusing you with love and peace and tranquility. It's like this toxicity has affected humanity's digestive systems, and I think animals as well.
Well, I know many, many people, including myself, that have digestive issues.
Yeah. Ishakata. That felt like they were saying that is true. Like they were affirming what you were saying. Ishataka. And then it feels like the lining, not just of the stomach, but of other parts of the body, like the of the digestive system, so the esophagus. But yeah, a lot of peace coming over it now. It's almost being oiled, like the fluids coming back in. I feel like the fluids that are coming back into the human body are activated with light codes. And then I can feel the saliva as well, fluids in the mouth. And the other bodily fluids as well. But that feels so much more peace in the body now. Yeah, that's done.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Can you see the beings? Do they present as a physical, or do they present as light?
I just feel their presence and how lovely it is to be with them. I don't see them. Okay, if I try and see them, I'm seeing them more through my crown, so I'm knowing them as purple. I've worked with purple beings before. Yeah, they're like a lilac purple. They're telling me they're 3 foot high. And wispy. They say, but don't let that fool you as such. They're strong. Pressure.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Just like the very rapid adjustment required. Just like the shifts that are happening now are bigger and faster than what we've been experiencing until now. Back down the line.
Can they explain more about why shifts are becoming stronger?
Well, they're just also saying that people need help with the adjustments as well. That's why the information needs to be shared with the frequency attached to it through transmissions and things, so that they can readily adjust is the word they're using. So the question about why it's very rapid now, it's beyond the comprehension of the human consciousness, but the cells of the body are undergoing a transformation. They're saying like at the speed of light. And it's to do with so much frequency coming this, to do with a upshift that is in the vicinity of realms of light that are porous and powerful in their penetration of consciousness, and it's because it's required in the evolution of the earth grid and all that she nurtures as a can't get it. Shift is in process already. They're trying to give me the understanding in my brain so that I can say it, but it's I'm struggling a bit. So it's coming into the cells of my body so that maybe I can access the information better.
Yeah. Let's take your time. Let it download.
Okay, the angelic realm is sharing codes to create like a buffer zone. Yeah. Okay. I think this might be about the event because I'm being reminded of some of the videos about the event that people have spoken about, and you know how some people shift to a higher consciousness and some stay. I'm not sure what I personally understand about that, but it seems to be that the angelics are creating a buffer zone for those to shift to. So what I'm getting is there's this rapid shift, and it's requiring a buffer zone that people can immediately be moved to for safety and during the event. Yeah.
Does it look like everybody is going into this buffer zone?
I can't see anybody on the planet.
Okay.
It seems like a really deep cleansing. I'm seeing fire as well, like dragon fire, like cleansing. So there's angelic cleansing, there's dragon fire cleansing. Okay, and then I'm seeing the earth upgrading to crystalline. I just feel like crying. So everything gets cleansed. For some reason, I'm seeing a lot of babies. Lots of, those like little babies. But they're in the buffer zone though. But so it's being prepared for the new generation of ascended babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so will we come back? Will we leave the buffer zone and come back to the crystalline earth?
As you say that, I am seeing, yes, people coming back, but they're crystalline as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're being made crystalline first, moving up to the buffer zone. The earth is being cleansed and upgraded, and then everybody can come in, and so can all the new incoming souls.
Mm-hmm.
The frequencies, safe for them, and the sensitive ones don't get sick. Yeah, I feel wings on my back, and I feel like they can rest
Mm-hmm.
in that place.
Yeah.
Feel safe. So I feel like we're back down now. I'm back down now on the earth, but without the digestive issues.
Mm-hmm.
And the energy is safe, soft. Yeah.
So I know that you've struggled with a lot of health issues.
Mhm.
Is this because of the frequency, your frequency was not matching the Earth's frequency?
I'm getting partially, like not fully. So what I'm seeing is, or feeling is, like a boundary between my flesh and the energy down here. And it's something about that boundary that now sits right in this new frequency. It meets the energy properly.
Mm-hmm.
My physical body, my cells, meet the energy of the planet. It's not the energy of the planet, it's the energy of humanity. It's to be
Okay.
that's not resonant. And then I'm feeling more shifts in my abdominal organs. Not my digestive system, but more the other organs,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe pancreas or something.
So is all of humanity shifting then, or is it just there's like a, because if I understand you correctly, you're saying that the people on Earth are not resident with you, and I feel this is the case with many light workers, and so it's causing a disconnect in our physical bodies. But at
Yeah.
this shift, will there be like this tipping point happening where enough of humanity increases their own vibration so that it's less effective on?
I feel like the answer to that is that, like, I'm seeing my hand scooping everybody into the buffer zone, and then everybody back down, like it's all of humanity, and that this is helped by the light codes going into everything, like into the water, not just into the light workers who are then disseminating the energies and into the grids, but into the water and into the earth, into the sand. Like the light codes are because we digest the water and things like that. So it's like it's the humanity's being and the earth is being prepared to all go into the buffer zone and all be harmonized with the upgrade in the planet as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel some tension around my solar plexus when I say that. So I don't know what's not resonant about that, but I'm holding it in my solar plexus. They're saying you're tiptoeing around the point. Okay. Yeah, I get a sense they're also saying that when I'm communicating with people about what's going on and what I'm perceiving and what I am consciously aware of or what I'm channeling, that I'm conscious of how they might respond or what they might think. So I'm tiptoeing around it rather than being clear and direct. And they're saying it's required to be clear and direct, not tiptoe around it, because it's happening rapidly. People need to get on board rapidly.
Is there a time frame or timeline that they want to share?
In the next 6 months. The next 6 months, there will be a vast increase in understanding. And people will be just starting to consciously make the shifts. Like there's a conscious thing like making the choice. So I'm seeing first a few people choose, and then more, and then more, and then more, and then everyone. So I'm not seeing it as like everyone getting on a spaceship or something. I'm seeing it more like everyone going through some kind of portal that's, like a buffer zone, a different a space that's held, like a vibrational space, a dimension that's constructed, that's a holding space, and then coming back in. Yeah.
It makes sense because I've channeled something similar.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I got told that there were angelic beings coming to hold a frequency for humanity until humanity could hold it for themselves.
Okay, good.
So you're just elaborating more
All
in
right.
like in more detail on information that I've already gotten.
Okay,
So this is good.
good.
Um,
And the frequency shift, again, they're saying rapidly, they're saying like the speed of light. I don't know what that really means, but consciousness is going to increase threefold within 4 months from now. From now? Yeah, from now.
does it mean, I'm sorry.
They said it's going to skyrocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say speed of light, what
Yeah.
it makes me think of, and you can ask them if this is what it is. It's like it's going to happen in a split second, perhaps. Like we go through the portal and
Yeah.
then in a speed of light, we're like shifted and maybe we're in the holding and back and we don't even realize that it's happened.
That is correct. Yeah, they're saying that is correct. That is an accurate understanding. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I feel my body tingling with that.
Okay. Is there anything else that they want to share about this that humanity should know about?
So I'm seeing light codes. And it looks like, and I'm seeing it kind of making a rainbow pattern. So I don't know if it's actually on the rainbow, but I've been working a lot with rainbow colors, cosmic colors, and bringing cosmic colors into physical reality. And I don't know if it's connected to that, but I'm seeing these codes go like they're traveling on the rainbow. I don't know where they're going, but they're going somewhere else, not Bora Bora. Actually, it's my house. It's my house. Okay, so we're sending energy to my house. All right. Rainbow colors, like they said they were the seventh ray or something, didn't they? But it seems to be all seven rays, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm feeling it coming to me. I think they're going to do some healing for me. My cats, something to do with my cats now. My cats are definitely getting it. It's in my solar plexus, strengthening my back and my feet. I think they're preparing me to my physical body to be able to hold the frequency better, and ground it without all of the side effects. Yeah, digestive system. The body does feel stronger. They're working on that field between me and current humanity, that boundary. Yeah, it's been really jarring on my my grounding equipment, let's just say, like my legs and not my physical legs, but yeah, it's like they're putting a new infrastructure in for me. Like giving me the equipment required for the job.
Is this going to help your issues going forward? Your physical issues?
To some extent. It's so I'm seeing almost like it's giving me the sewage pipes, if you know what I mean. So the pipes to get rid of the waste material. I feel like it's the waste material that comes from the upgrades and the energy upshifts and stuff. So the toxicity that comes out can be released more cleanly and quickly.
Is that a problem for a lot of light workers? The shifts create toxins in the body?
Yes. Yes, it is. The cells, I'm seeing the cells kind of holding on to some of it. The cells not necessarily letting go, like knowing how to let go. But now those codes on how to do that for the cells have come in.
Good.
Yeah. And I'm feeling those codes now in the earth grids. I've been doing a lot of paintings with spinning, like whirling dervishes, dancers spinning. They're showing me this spinning, like a centrifugal force. It's like the flushing, like a toilet flushing or something going down the sink. And so that pushing out in a spiral waves coming in with the upgrades and the upward shifts. So as they come in, they cause this spiraling and flushing out. So that flushing out mechanism is improved now.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
And it enables liftoff. So it's like gives the wings the capability to lift off, to go up higher, to get into that buffer zone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay,
some
so
of the things that we've been all experiencing with the tiredness?
They're saying in essence, yes, in essence.
Mm-hmm.
It's the momentum of the upward shift more than anything. And the physical body not readily letting go of its understanding of what it is, like the body's understanding of its function and how it works and what it's made of. And it's like this helps it understand it needs to transform.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's safe to transform. So the base chakra feels safer, better, less resistant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in a way, it's resistance to the change that is the fatigue.
So for you specifically, once we go through this shift, will you experience less sensitivity issues?
Now they're giving me that word abstract again, saying in the abstract.
Well, the abstract
What
doesn't necessarily actually manifest.
Right. Yeah. Don't know what that means. Okay. So will this result in me not being so sensitive?
It's like the temperature, the weather, the EMF, the sounds, sights.
They're saying I will be sensitive in a safe way. I will be sensitive, but safe. So
Okay.
not
Okay.
affected by it somehow. Yeah.
It seems like
Not negatively
something is,
affected.
yes.
Yeah.
It seems like something is integrating so
Yeah.
that there's more of a tolerance to these things, more of a balance.
Yeah. This might just be coming from my head, but like the volume's turned down,
Mm-hmm.
like not as loud, not as extreme, gentler, more gentle. I'll still feel everything, but it will be gentler on my system. It won't be such a negative experience feeling everything or perceiving everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because a lot of these things are connected to our psychic abilities, for example. So we need to
Yeah.
have them, but sometimes it can feel jarring for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the word they're mostly saying is soft. So it'll be soft,
Mm-hmm.
like soft impact rather than a hard impact, rather than jarring impact. Yeah, not like I've got a shield up or something, not like that. And not like my body's made of steel, not like that either. It's more like less permeable, maybe. So the difference in the future after the event is that there's no disharmony anymore between me and the environment, or humanity specifically. But when you're talking about now, it's like what's happened from those light frequencies coming in. It's like the disharmony doesn't affect me as much as I affect it, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the disharmony doesn't penetrate, doesn't clash, it doesn't jar. And I'm seeing again the spinning. So when my system meets a disharmonic of some kind, the cells have a program now to spiral it out.
Would we then have an effect on anything that's disharmonious to turn it into something harmonious through our energy being more, the harmonious aspect in us being more powerful than any disharmony around us?
In the immediate vicinity, yes, that's true. But the main thing is that the disharmony is taken care of after the event. Yeah. So it feels like, yes, as it hits, it like spirals it out, like grounds it out through its spiral movement, spiral energy. So yes, it does affect the disharmony as it contacts, as it touches, as it connects. So it feels like it was the main place that disharmony was affecting was the digestive system.
And how about on an energetic level, as far as like empathic, telepathic, psychic, uh, maybe multidimensional traveling? Can they share with you anything with the upcoming changes around that?
In the element of fire, there is a progression to advanced psychic development for humanity through the pineal activation and subsequent upgrades that elevate consciousness, compassion, empathy, telepathy, and enhance the signal quality between all humans and animals. This is stage 4. Okay, stage 4. Under the guise of limited awareness, much depreciation has occurred in the systems of humanity, like a degradation of I'm thinking about DNA, but I'm kind of seeing different glands in the head, maybe brainstem structures like thalamus and hypothalamus. And I'm again getting water toxicity, especially. I don't think they're just talking about fluoride. I think it's plastics more than anything, but also purposeful water dosing, water. Yeah. So there's been purposeful sabotaging of consciousness through the water, which is now being reversed. And I feel a really strong energy with that, as in that's not something that can be stopped. That is a definite, absolute, non-changeable truth, that's being reversed now through the cleansing of the water. And then these pineal upgrades, which I'm getting a connection to the dragons, like this fire energy, this transformative fire energy. I don't think it's a physical fire. I think it's a fire energy via the dragons that upgrades DNA and pineal and the brainstem structures. It opens people up to their multidimensionality. And I'm hearing in a lucrative way, which is strange. So I guess that means like opens them up to their abundance and manifestation. Well, multiple things going on. So I'm like seeing, feeling up simultaneous upgrades in the base chakra to enable people to ground, hold a bigger space as such, whilst for more of their multidimensional selves. But I'm also hearing brainwaves. So it changes in brainwave. They're saying the structures are green, and I'm seeing this green energy coming in. Like coming in through the empathic centers in the brain and repairing the damage. It feels like the body's, with those empathic centers in the brain, repaired, where then everything is win-win because you're aware of others in an empathic way. You're finding communicating from understanding each other and therefore finding win-win solutions rather than manipulation and win-lose. And that brings peace and love into the bodies of everybody as that becomes the way of life. It's like the body. Oh man, I just heard, and that is what we're here for. that is it. That's what we're here for, that bit. That's the shift that my group, that's what we're bringing from our realm. Is that empathy, win-win, and the peace and harmony that brings into the physical body when that is the mode of operation, you know. Yeah, that's us. I just keep hearing that's us. That's what we do. So I'm getting a sense of each of us have our particular roles and our particular specialties in that. But that's our collective skill that we bring. I can feel home when I say that. I can feel home and peace and harmony. Which of course is the opposite to what I feel with humanity at the moment. It's that clash, it's that not being understood when I speak, not looking for win-wins, you know. Again, the modus operandi thing. So again, when the modus operandi is truth and justice, it's like there isn't, I don't know if it's ego or whatever, there isn't interference in the way to prevent it from manifesting. Visions that you have that are sitting in your consciousness through your inner vision are not blocked by innate perceptions that prevent the outcomes reaching fruition as such. It's a lot of words trying to say something simple, but it's like it's a fluid flow from there, without things in the way, without thoughts and beliefs and agendas in the way. And there is an interference from others because the intention is win-win, and you always win when somebody else is in their truth. It's like just seeing the blockages removed and the access to one's own power and potential is increased and highlighted. It becomes more visible within each person through that upgrade.
That makes a lot of sense. So there's some personal questions that we would like to get to for you. So is there anything else that they would like to add regarding the shifts before we get more personal?
I think there is. In the beginning, it will seem quite far-fetched, but it will very quickly catch on. The word will very quickly spread, and people will come on board because deep inside them, they can feel that it's the truth. They will transition quickly into where they need to be. And they will understand that they will be safe, that they're being taken care of, that everything's going to be in place.
Is there anything that they could share regarding the population of what we call twin flames, specifically with this shift?
I was thinking exactly the same thing. Let's see. The twin flames are at the forefront. They are all diligently doing work in their specific sphere. They are leading the movement. They understand within, it's like encoded in their cells, what's happening and what they need to do. They have all been individually working on the collectives that they are leading, that will be following them along the pathway. Even when they're not consciously aware of it, that is what they have been doing. And they're gathering the souls that it's almost like they're responsible for, though it's not really a responsibility, it's more of a you're in my collective, you're with me kind of thing. it doesn't feel like there's anyone left behind. It doesn't feel like there's anybody that, or there's any way anybody could be left behind, because they're all accounted for in their collectives. Like everybody's in a collective.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're all trained in what to do before they even came here.
Then why do people find it so hard?
Mm. It's hard on the physical body, on the emotional heart. It's a big mission. Sorry, this code's coming in with this. I feel it on the crown. It's very jarring on in being able to transform what their specific niche is. They're quite extreme niches that are being transformed. There's something happening in the brain now, and the glands in the brain around how hard it is, and in the gut again, it's feeling something about this holding in the system. It's like a holding instead of a letting go, like the holding to a perceived responsibility or a perceived understanding. It's causing this tightness in the system, and it's hard to even breathe. But you need to breathe in those like codes, those upgrades, those shifts. It's like a tight membrane of holding, of tension. Then like a ringing in the ears, and a pulling up of the tailbone. So it's like we're trying to relax the pulling or the tightness. And there's like a dropping into surrender through like sacral area. Okay. So it's like now there's an aligning to self. And when aligned to self, there's an aligning to mission. And within that, everything's already there and it's already known, and what to do is known. But it's the holding themselves away into their conscious understanding, that's in their bodies and their genetics and everything, that's holding them away from their true selves, that causes the tension. And I feel like if they align to their true selves, then they're automatically aligned to their mission, which means they're automatically breathing in the light codes that are informing their system of what to do and how to do it and what it's about, and feeding it through all their structures and their cells and their nervous system. But that's prevented when they're holding onto their conscious understanding.
So does this mean that if people are more in tune with their true self, then does this mean the opening is being created for more divine partnerships to come together on a physical reality level?
I'm hearing yes, that is true. But I feel like there's more information about that. Just trying to pick it up. Yeah, they're saying it's true, but they already are connected. They already are with those people. That it's already true. But somehow reminding us of that when you're aligning to yourself, you're also aligning to your soul partner, your twin, because you just, it's just a truth.
Well, they're you. So if you're more
Yeah.
aligned with
Yeah.
you, then you're
Yeah.
aligned with all aspects of you.
Yeah. It just is, you know? Yeah.
Right. But like you said, it could be that yes, twins are already in union, and maybe that's all that we'll ever need to be. Or will there be like some kind of physical earthly?
Yeah. They're showing me an alignment through the brainstem and the green color again. That activates, and then I see that in turn activate the third eye, and more of the recognition consciously, and that conscious connection, empathic connection that I was talking about earlier is there, which then naturally brings them together. Yeah. It seems to come through something going on in the brainstem, and I feel like that's what I personally have been working with, that area very much over the last week. So that feels like it's close, actually. Just for me, it's just me saying
I've been
that.
working on that for a couple months now.
Okay. Yeah.
And like there was something with the brainstem that was creating a disharmony between the right and left sides of the brains that I've been trying to connect with.
Okay.
And rebalance.
Yeah. And then when you say that, it's bringing me into this area again here. So yeah, I feel like what you're working on there is coming into that third eye area too. So that perception, yeah, that recognition, the vision.
It's connected to the feminine side of my energy field.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing the spinning again when you say that. So I'm seeing the spinning, like it's like a dancer spinning and then bowing. So like the dance is over. So what that's saying to me, how I'm interpreting that is that cleansing, because I was seeing the spinning as a cleansing out, flushing out, and raising up. You know, as the light codes come in, that's going to be finished soon. It's going to be completed.
Thank you.
And the bowing, of course, also means like job well done, Yeah. I'm hearing the word synergy. That would, be what you would expect after a balancing of the left and right, wouldn't it? Synergy.
Well, thank you for that message. She wants to know about the Kundalini energy and the merging experiences that she has with her twin. Can you explain this to her so she can understand what's happening and what she's supposed to do with that energy?
it's there as a source of light and inspiration, and it permeates through her cells and creates attraction, a force, and a accelerator of light codes spiraling through dimensions and humanity and transforming her cells and anchoring the light of the unity into that reality. It is a tool for her to harness and adapt and create a centrifugal force which conducts intersecting streams of consciousness and interweaving realities that permeate through many lifetimes and timelines. It's clearing multiple realities. It's like a spacecraft, Macabre. It creates light slips and light streams, portals that unify and clear. And accelerate ascension. What she needs to do is be in presence. It is the unified force moving in multiple directions through her polarity.
Sometimes these energies can be a bit disturbing on her field. Is there any advice that you can give on how she can handle these energies? Okay, last quick question is about your cats. What role do they play for you?
The cats are in the upper echelon of the Indo-Ashara line, and this gives them the ability to help stabilize the environment and the frequency that moves through Tracy's being in the work that she does. This helps her mobilize her being and ultimately enhances her capacity to undertake her endeavors in all spectrums of her undertakings. The stabilization of the frequency spectrum and amplification of mobility is profoundly valuable. there was a calling from Tracy for this assistance, and these beings agreed to assist.
Is there any last message for you before I bring you back?
In the interdimensional traction, there is some stressors that require certain amounts of decompression, and this means separation from others in a clean, stabilized frequency. This has required separation and stillness. In the beginning, this was less restrictive and less impactful. This has become more extreme through the increased astral activity and the rapid ascension changes requiring amplified travel through these stresses. This will become less of an issue as ascension progresses further.
Right, so I want to thank the guides that we were speaking with just now, and also the star beings that we were speaking with earlier in the session, and all the information that they have imparted to us today. We are so grateful for their help and assistance and their constant guidance.